Hello traders, welcome back to the Forex Board Trading Academy. Today presenting you analysis for the gold. And before we get started, reminding you that information in this video is purely for educational purposes and should not be considered as the financial advice. And the gold price action does start to look bullish. This is because we have the formation of this double bottom. So price has bottomed out at $1,848. As you can see, almost precisely, and at the same time the RCI formed a bullish divergence. This is a potential reversal sign. Now what we see also is a rejection of the 200 simple moving average right there. Moving on to the daily chart, you can see that there was no break and close below this support. So this is the bottom, initial bottom, which hasn't been broken. For this reason, this moving average remains valid. So this rejection of the moving average confirming the validity of the overall uptrend. Long term, of course, gold is extremely bullish, and along with the silver, there could be massive gains. I think silver will be outperforming gold strongly, although gold remains the most popular asset, I would guess. What we have also is the break above the average price downtrend trend line. This is another bullish sign. At this point, after the breakout, usually the corrective move down follows, and at some point it will stop. I would guess this will be approximately at this area where the previous resistance has been formed. This is $1,877 level, which also has been rejected. What I would guess is that there will be spike produced below this support before and if gold will continue rising. And this seems like a good entry point for buyers, I would say, as long as this support holds. So more or less we might see this kind of move, but at the same time this support already has been rejected and gold could be starting to rise anytime. In regards to the potential resistance level, we have two fips confirming $1,968, and this is confirmed by two fips. First is applied to this last wave to the upside where we have 38.2 fips, and another one is applied to this corrective move to the downside where we have 50% Fibonacci retracement level. So these two fips confirming the potential resistance, and at the same time this was previously a strong supply zone, which might be again a supply zone in the future. But I think all in all, price will be reaching this level, breaking to the upside, then we might see something corrective move to the downside, and then price will continue rising, something like that. Only if there will be a breakout, I would expect this correction down, and this will act as the support in the medium term future. For now, it's a quite bullish setup on the gold. Now, let's talk about the downside risk. Obviously, there is a strong support formed at 1848. And if there will be daily break and close below, this bullish forecast will be invalidated. In this case, I'd say that price could be starting to move lower, and we might be seeing $1,800 support to be tested because it's a strong psychological level. But before we have this breakout, the trend should remain very, very bullish. So that's it for the gold analysis today, and time to move back to previously made analysis. Canadian Swiss franc. Well, we saw this nice move to the downside, and I think it will continue. So I just keep on watching this pair. It seems like a very interesting setup, and the trend certainly has started, but we must also consider that price didn't break below the support here and the corrective move followed. I think there is a potential in the worst case scenario. If it is a downtrend, we will be retesting the resistance once again, but we might be starting to move lower non-stop from this stage. We'll see. Dollar Canadian, we have reached our resistance level, so I'm not gonna follow it for the time being. If I need to come back to it, we will. But for now, I will just stop following. There is a consolidation, and it could be that the dollar is getting very weak, and there is a risk for this downside move because gold looks very bullish, which does show what's happening with the dollar. And the dollar is weak, so there is a potential for this downside move. No point at this stage to follow the uptrend. We will see. But the Canadian dollar also looking weak, and it's just who is weaker, the dollar or the Canadian dollar. Euro, Canadian dollar, we saw the nice move to the upside. Today, I think there is a potential for retesting this support area, and then price will continue to move up. There is a nice corrective move to the downside. Obviously, there is a very, very strong support area, but we also should consider this high, which is also acting as a support. And from this point onwards, we might see the uptrend continuation. For now, remains bullish as long as this support holds in the green. It's an uptrend. Euro, Japanese yen. Well, here we did reject the support. Price starting to move up, but we might not be heading towards the resistance as I was expecting. Well, this is because the yen strength, which does seem to continue. I think there is a risk that the price will be retesting this low or correcting more to the downside. All in all, I think buyers would make this a risk-free trade because it's a downtrend, and of course counter trend trading is more risky. Therefore, if we get to this level and break lower, price could be heading even lower. This is the support which can be retested. Well, maybe not, we will see. But as long as price above this level, we might be reaching the resistance. If there will be a move lower, especially the daily close below, I think it might be consolidating. The euro, Australian dollar, we still hold this support, but I don't really like this break and close below the trend line. So there is a downside risk, obviously, which is increasing, but still holding and waiting what will be happening. As I said, as long as daily closing price remains above this support, it's still an uptrend. And if I move to the daily chart, there was a spike produced below, no closing. So we need now to close below this low in order for the price to move lower. Before that, obviously, the trend remains bullish. US oil, well, after this double rejection of the resistance, we're finally starting to move down. And I did expect similar move to this one, and it's likely that it will continue to test this green support area in the coming days. Now, Bitcoin still consolidating, although I did expect the move to the upside to continue. Even the long-term trend should remain bullish as long as this 10k support holds. It's bullish, but the first risk will be obviously if there will be close below the previously established low. It will mean that price is producing lower lows and lower highs, and the risk for the 10k retest will increase. Stellar Lumens, what we have is the rejection of this support. There was no break below, and for now, to go for the price to go lower, there must be daily and or 4-hour closing price below this level. Only then the price will be going towards this double bottom formation. Before that, it remains quite bullish, and I do like this spike that it didn't close below the support, so it does look still very bullish. And finally, we had this analysis on gold, and I do hope that you enjoyed it. This asset is really something of interest to many investors and traders. Let's see how it goes. It does look pretty good to me in terms of the bullish move. That's it. Thanks for watching, guys. Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to check out our premium signals in the Telegram group. The link is down in the description of the video, and I will see you all tomorrow with yet another analysis. Take care and profits to you.